What's going on, guys? It's Chandler here with the channel. Come back to you guys again with another video. Today we'll be going over two new additions that I have to my H&K VP9 build. Of course, we've got the pistol right here and it is clear, but the two additions we are testing are from Tyrant CNC, and that is a +5 aluminum base plate and a slide back cover plate. Let's check it out. Of course, first we'll give a disclaimer. These were sent to us by Tyrant CNC. We like to say that up front, even though that's not going to affect our opinion of the product. Either way, we're going to test it and report back to you guys, as we always have. If you haven't heard of Tyrant CNC, they are a machine shop right here in the United States. These products are made in the United States. They cover a multitude of different products, but for this, they had some new products coming out for VP9s, so they reached out to us and asked if we would like to check out these new parts, and we were very impressed with the business, so of course we said yes. Set out for review were, of course, a VP9 magazine base plate. It is a +5 base plate made of anodized aluminum. In this one right here, you can see I have went with blue. For the slide back plate, we have the same anodized blue, which I think looks incredible. First and foremost, what we're going to talk about is our base plate on the back of our VP9. This is an anodized aluminum, this one blue, that we've got replaced for our back plate. All of these products are 3D CNC'd and smooth to match the profile of the back of the VP9. Now I gotta say, the anodized aluminum does fit really well with the aesthetic. I have done some work on the VP9, however the slide serrations are still stock and I haven't actually had any other milling done other than the optic cut. So even with stock VP9 aesthetics, it looks really good and matches really well. It doesn't stand out aside from obviously this one being blue, however my slide is Cerakoted tungsten anyway, so it's very similar already. This back slide plate will fit any H&K VP9s or VP40s. That means VP9, VP9 Tactical, VP40, VP9 SK, it fits all of them. It's advertised as a firing pin window delete, and it actually is. For those of you who are not familiar with the H&K VP9, normally the plastic slide back plate that comes on the handgun has a hole in the middle of it so you can see the firing pin indicator. And that's just something that shows that it's a dot that, hey, your striker is red if it's ready to fire, or black if it is not ready to fire. That window is just something in the back that this product will delete, which I never really used that firing pin indicator everywhere anyway, so it really didn't bother me. I just installed the aluminum backplate, which feels a lot better quality than the plastic one that H&K actually sends with it. Not that the one that H&K sends is bad or bad for the gun, it works fine. However, I just like the look of this blue one a little bit better, and it actually does cover up that plate and port for that debris could get in there before. I haven't heard of anybody having issues with debris getting into that firing pin port. However, if you are worried about something like that, it does give you a little bit of peace of mind knowing that that back port is covered. And something like this is something simple and elegant where you can give some personalization to your gun without having to go get a lot of crazy machine work done to show that it's yours and put your own little personal spin on it, which is always nice. Even though it is functional, to me, I like it more for the cosmetic purposes, and it adds a nice personal touch with a higher quality material. Moving on to the magazine extension. Now this +5 magazine extension is similar to other aluminum ones on the market, one of which is Trevor's Tyrant Tactical +5 attachment for his Glock. This base plate will work with all VP9 and VP40 magazines except the 10-round magazines, and that's what it says on Tyrant's website, and I believe that refers to the limited 10-round magazines and the VP9 SK 10-round magazines. This is the same aluminum as the base plate, 3D CNC'd out of aircraft grade aluminum, this one in blue and anodized. What Tyrant sends you is a new base plate, spring, and all you have to do is take your follower off your previous magazine spring, take that off, put it on the new one, put it in the same H&K VP9 shell that you had before, and boom, you're good to go. It's a very easy and no tool installation. And if you for some reason don't want to use it anymore, to take it apart, all you really got to do, got to push this little plunger down, slide the shell out, and it all comes apart. no tools required. And of course, while this is anodized aluminum as well, it does give an aspect of personalization. However, at the same time, the base plate gives you more functionality, as it obviously is a +5. So then you're good to go. Because it is a +5, it does have a little bit longer of a base pad than, of course, a flush fit magazine. It does not fit flush, however, it does fit 5 rounds in a smaller footprint than the HK +5 round extension, and it looks way better. Time will tell how functionality goes, however, just from seeing them side by side, this Tyrant CNC +5 is way better looking, and it feels a lot better quality-wise, probably just because the aluminum, than the HK +5 extension. So what do we think about this after a day at the range? We actually just got back from a range trip from this past Friday where I ran this gun quite a bit through quite a few drills. One of the things that I wanted to test, even though I got this blue, one of the reasons I requested the blue color is I wanted to test if this was going to be a distraction. So when I was shooting at various angles and various kinds of light, if that blue would draw my attention away from, say, my red dot at any time, or would it be distracting? And I'm happy to announce that no, it's not distracting. You don't even notice it when you're in the zone. Gold or something like that may be more distracting if you're trying to get more showy. However, this blue is very muted, not very reflective, does not draw your eye to it at all, and it shoots great. Functionality wise, slide back plate, not really much to say about it. Everything still works as intended. There's no gap back here for anything to get back between, but other than that, there's really not much to say other than it looks really good and it's machined really well. There's no movement whatsoever in it, period. You can't move it at all. It's great. I think it actually fits better than the stock HK one. Fits great. Looks great. There's no rough edges in the CNC, and the fitment is top notch. As for the magazine extension, we ran all kinds of ammo through this, as in I checked to see if hollow points would feed, if Fort Scott TUI would feed, if steel case would feed, if brass range ammo would feed, and it all fed. No hiccups whatsoever. Even with the worst ammo we had out there, which was the steel case, it shot and it fed everything, and everything went through really well. No magazine hiccups, everything functioned exactly how it should have. It just worked, and that's really all there is to say at the moment. The +5 was an awesome added bonus, and this base plate, it doesn't add too much weight to where it's noticeable. However, what you do notice is when you go to grab it, it does stick out a little bit more at the base than the VP9 extended magazine plate, and it allows you to have better purchase when pulling that from a belt to index into your magazine. I like it quite a bit, and it does have these pull tabs on the side, and if for whatever reason that magazine's stuck and you need to get it out of there, you can get it free rather easily with some good grooves to grip onto. Another thing, it did increase the weight on the bottom, and it did make for a great drop-free magazine. Overall, I mean, there's not really much else to say except so far, machined great, no sharp edges, period, super easy to install, looks great, and functions great so far. Now, of course, this is our regular first impression video. As always on the channel, we do our first impressions after many more range trips with it and many more rounds through it. We can comment more on the functionality. So right now, as a first impressions, this is a winner. You get functionality and it looks cool. Win-win so far. And that's gonna about do it for this video, guys. Let us know what you think of these two parts, the slide back plate and the magazine extension, in the comment section down below. If you have any questions for us, drop those in the comment section down below as well. We love hearing from you guys, and we always enjoy responding to those comments. Time will tell how these Tyrant CNC parts hold up. However, on first impressions, they are top-notch machine, top-notch quality, excellent fitment, and performed flawlessly through our first experience. As always, keep it right here to the channel for future information on this product. We look forward to putting our full review on it probably later this year. But until then, this has been Chandler with Range Day, where every day is Range Day. Thanks for watching. I hope everybody had a happy new year. Have a good one, guys.
If you had a competent guy in the shot timer, I tell you what, shooter ready.
Yeah.
Stand by.
I wasn't ready for that. Jesus. It says stand by, beep. Did you hit the button before you said stand by? It usually takes like a second.